Hi, my name is Grant Worstick and welcome to this month's issue of the Hippocratic Diaries video newsletter. This month we're going to be doing towel workouts. This is a great indoor workout that you can do if you're just bored of what you're already doing, or if you want kind of a unique challenge. This will feel different than almost any other resistance exercise you've ever done. It's just something unique for you to try. So for this workout, what you're going to need is 2 sets of towels. First, you're going to need your standard big bath towel or big beach towel, and then secondly, you're going to need 2 hand towels, or maybe a large face cloth would work, but probably 2 hand towels. And you know, if you feel like you might wreck them, then just make sure the towels you don't care about. So we're just going to get right into the workout, and some of these will depend on what surface you're on. So if there's too much friction, it'll be either really hard or the exercise won't work at all. So usually hardwood or linoleum is fine, VC tile, that kind of stuff. But again, every house is different, so hopefully you have a room in your house that some of these exercises will work in. So the other thing is, the softer the towel you use, the better result you're going to get. So sometimes you can just try finding a softer fabric. Alright, so I'm just going to throw that over there, and we'll start with our first exercise, which is going to be mountain climbers with the 2 hand towels. Alright, so you're just going to lay those down, and we're going to stand on top of those. From here, we're just going to get into the typical push-up position. Alright, so hands underneath your shoulders, tall body from your head to your heels, and from here we just do the standard mountain climber exercise. So driving one leg in, and then as we push that leg back out, we drive the other leg back in. Okay, so sliding back and forth on the spot. And so you'll find you might be able to go faster than you would as a standard mountain climber. And it's just a very unique feeling. Okay, so that's the mountain climbers. The other nice thing about that one is you're getting a great ab workout at the same time, and also just really working on your hips. So give that one a shot, and great cardio method that way. So moving on to the next one, what we're going to do is knee tucks. So again, with the same small towels, and I'll just turn at an angle for this one. Okay, so our standard push-up position again. This time, just driving the knees into the chest and push back out. Okay, once you get used to that one, the harder version of that is to build up into actually jackknifing your body or folding yourself in half. Alright, so crouching down low again, hips nice and high, slide the feet back, keeping the legs straight, slide the feet back into your hands. Back and forth, try not to let your body sag in the down position, and again each rep, bringing those feet up as high as you can. Okay, depending on your flexibility will depend how tight you can get your legs into your body, but just keep increasing that every time you do this workout. Next exercise, we're going to go into the arm version of that one. So same basic idea. This time it's going to be your arms that are moving out and your legs are staying stationary. Okay, so we have our big towel here, feet staying stationary, slide your hands out as far as feels comfortable, and then using your abs, try and pull yourself back up to standing. Alright, slide out again, nice and gradual, and pull yourself back in. Okay, that one will be really tricky for a few reasons. Again, the flexibility there will determine how tight you can get your body in the folded position. Next thing, your ab strength and your shoulder strength will determine how far out your arms can go. So pick a distance that's comfortable for you, work within that range, because if you go too far out, you're not going to be able to pull yourself back in. And then with that one as well, as you get better at it, you want to progressively work your arms out further and further until you're in a fully extended position. So it's tricky. Like you saw there, the motion might be jerky, might not be able to get a smooth pull back, but as you get stronger, it should get smoother. Alright, so our next exercise is going to build off those 2 and combine them. And this is what we call the inchworm. So what we're doing is we're doing the arm portion, sliding our hands out till maximum extension. Then we're going to pull our feet up into our hands, and then extend out again. And you just keep moving that way until you cross whatever surface you're working in. Again, if this is too difficult in the extended version, you can just practice tucking your knees into your chest for the inchworm. You're still working your abs, you're still getting a great workout in there. It'll just be a little bit better until your fitness level improves. So here we go with the inchworm. Again, starting hips nice and high. Slide the arms out and tuck the feet in. Slide the arms out, tuck the feet in. There we go. That's the inchworm. So the next one we're going to do is what we call swimmers. And this one, how well you can do it will definitely depend on the surface you're working on. Some surfaces slide very great, and other ones you'll be lucky to get any movement at all. But this is a really great one for our shoulders and our back, our arms, even your chest. You're just going to take the big towel, lay it on the floor. We're going to lie down on our stomach, and you want to try and not have any other part of your body contacting the floor but your hands, alright? So try and keep your entire body on that towel. That'll just reduce friction. And from there, what we're doing is ideally trying to do a swimming motion and pulling yourselves along the floor. Alright, again, this one's really tough, so usually you have to shorten the action a bit and just do really short, tight pulls. But you're still, again, working shoulders, chest, and back with this one. So here we go, lying down. And just pulling yourselves down the floor. Get the most extension you can out of every repetition. There we go. And once you're done, you can just turn yourself around and head back the other way. So that's that one. Okay, we're going to go back down to our legs. This one is called the quad push. Okay, and you can think of it like a leg extension, except this time you're lying on your back. So just going down here. The trick with this one is not tripping yourself up over the towel. Alright, so you want to make sure that just your butt is on the edge of the towel. Lay back. Alright, and you want to grab the towel here so it's not bunching up and causing problems. From here, you're just planting your heels in the ground, extending your legs, bringing your legs back up. So whether you do one leg at a time or two legs, doesn't matter. The key is that you're just fully extending your legs and getting as much drive as you can, going back and forth across whatever surface you have to work on. You can see how fast you can do it, or you can just do it for a maximum number of time or a maximum number of reps. So your choice how you organize these exercises, but you just want to group it together in such a way that you can really feel the muscles burning after just a few short sets. Okay, so the next one is going to be the chest flies. And again, there's a few different ways to do this one. So going back to our hand towels. Right here. Again, standard push-up position. From here, we're just going to slide our arms out and then slide them back in together. Alright, so again, the surface of the floor you have to work with is going to determine how easy it is. The other thing is you can drop down to your knees if this is too hard, doing it from a full push-up position. So, chest flies, body nice and straight, slide the arms out as far as you can, and work yourself back in. And again, it may be jerky at times, but as you get stronger, you want to try and make that motion smoother. Alright, just a few reps from the knees, down, and up. Alright, another way you can do that one is to slide one arm out, do a push-up where your weight's kind of off-center, push back up, slide it back in, go to the other side. So you're just basically alternating your weight on the push-ups. It looks like this. Okay, and arm in, push up. Okay, so still getting some lateral motion in the chest, just a slightly different way to work that one. Alright, next. This one is easily the hardest one to do, no matter how good of a setup you have. So we'll see if we can make it work. It's going to be the hamstring pull. So it's same position as the quad push. This time we're moving the other way and using our hamstrings to pull ourselves across the floor rather than pushing ourselves across the floor. So laying down, tuck that towel up, And again, this one you're probably going to have to use shorter actions than you think you need. So dig the heels in, pull yourself in, and then go again. So sometimes you're only getting maybe 30 or 45 degrees of flexion, but you just really want to work on digging the heels in and pulling your body towards your heels every time. Again, if you have a better surface where it's a lot more slippery, this one will definitely go better for you. Okay, moving on. Leg spread hip bridge. This one is really, really good for your hips. Also really good for your glutes and getting tight glutes. So putting our hand towels down and just laying on your back. Feel free to lay on the larger towel if you feel like you need a bit of comfort there. So for this one, again, digging the heels down. The key here is to keep your hips elevated while you bring your legs open and closed. Alright, that's where most of the work comes in. And you can use your hands for bracing, but ideally you want all the work to be done with your hips. So digging your heels into the ground, keep the hips off the ground, and sliding your legs open and shut as much as you can. Okay? Just like that, back and forth. And you should definitely feel that burning in your hamstrings, your glutes, and maybe even in your groin a bit. So definitely a nice one for tightening hips. And we're going to get into our final one. Again, this one, you can do it legs bent or legs straight. Okay, if you're just starting out, I suggest legs bent. But if you've got a decent conditioning background, then you probably go straight to the straight leg version. So we're going to jackknife our legs to either side of our body. So your hands are on the center point, and you're going to swing your legs from behind you up around to your hands, swing them back to center, swing them back to the other side. Alright, so just going side to side. And again, I'll demonstrate knees bent first, and then try a few reps legs straight. So crouching position, hips high. And you're just going to extend out, swivel around to your hands, send back to center, swivel back to your hands on the other side. Okay? Sometimes you have to drop down pretty low to get those legs around. So that's the jackknife. Really good rotational work for your trunk and your core. And again, very, very challenging to get a big range of motion. So don't be worried if you can only start with a small range of motion. Even just a small lateral shuffle side to side is good. One last thing you can try. If you have a fairly big open room, you can just stick with hand towels and try skating around the room. You know, set a timer and see how fast you can go for 2 minutes or whatever. And it can be a pretty good cardio workout. Good work for your hips. Okay, going different directions. So, something to try. With these exercises, again, you can either set a certain number of repetitions for yourself to do, so let's say 12 or 15 reps per exercise. You can, just set a timer and see how many reps you can do in a certain amount of time. So usually when I'm doing this one, I'll do each exercise for 1 minute and do 3 rounds of each exercise. So it gives you a pretty good workout that way. A lot of different ways you can arrange it. Just give these a try, and I think you'll be impressed how difficult some of them are, and it might give you some new challenges, new ways to do your home workouts. So I hope you enjoyed this. Again, always give me feedback either underneath the video in the comments section, or on the Facebook fan page, or any of the contact information in the newsletter. Key is just keep giving me ideas for things that you want to see. Workout tips, nutrition tips, whatever. We just want to make sure that this content is relevant to you, and it also keeps us challenged with fresh new ideas. So again, take care, and we'll see you next month.